When people hear that I biked 7,700 miles last year, they think it means that I'm disciplined. It doesn't. It means that I made a decision once and it never changed. I didn't bike 7,700 miles in a year in just a few days. I biked that many miles because I started at the beginning of the year and went almost every single day all year long. I had some days where I went more miles and some when I went less, but I was consistent. And I was only consistent because I relied on momentum, not motivation. If you want a calmer, more honest way to think about follow through, this is for you. And yes, this connects directly to the free guide that I wrote called Decide Once. You can download it for free using the link below. For a long time, I was a walker. I was known as Leanne the Walker. I participated in walks to raise money for causes I believe in. I set goals for walking most days out of the year, and I did. I just walked a lot, most days, for years. Through graduate school, through engagement, marriage, pregnancies. I walked while pushing a jogging stroller, and then I traded that jogging stroller for a double, and I pushed a double jogging stroller while walking. It wasn't a program, it wasn't a challenge, it was just something I did. I walked in the rain and in the snow. I plotted my walking routes when I was on vacation or business trips or visiting friends. Then eventually I started biking. Not in a big, inspiring, like in my new biking era kind of way. I didn't buy fancy gear. I didn't have a big goal. I didn't announce it to anyone. I just started riding a little. And I mean a little. At first, it was short rides, kind of unimpressive, the kind of rides that it wouldn't make sense to post or brag or even talk about. There was no transformation story, no before and after, no big moment where everything changed. I just kept going. Some days were longer, some days the rides were shorter, some days were slow, and some days kind of felt pointless. Some days I pulled a trailer with my little ones yelling at me to go faster. Some days I quit because it was raining, and some days I biked through the rain. But I didn't ever stop. Over time, that very unexciting, very unheroic continuity turned into something that looks kind of impressive from the outside. But from the inside, it never really felt like a big deal. It was just like, this is what I do. I bike. I made the decision and I just kept going. The real secret is not intensity. It's choosing something small enough that you don't quit. Momentum is built by continuing, not by going big. I bought my first bike over 7 years ago, and it's still the bike that I ride on today. It was shortly after my mom passed away, and I decided to buy myself a bike. It was my first adult bike, the first bike that I bought myself. I had a toddler and a preschooler and a kiddo in elementary school. And I didn't buy the bike because I wanted to go 7,700 miles in a year. I bought it because I wanted to start biking. I wanted something to quiet my mind and build my strength. I wanted something that was mine, that I could do outside while enjoying nature. I decided that that thing for me would be biking, and I went all in. Not all in like I bought all the fancy things, all in like I made the decision. I made the decision to bike. And since that day, I've never asked myself again if I want to go for a bike ride. I've already decided. I do. And I go. That's the big theme in Decide Once. Stop making it dramatic. Stop renegotiating. Just keep moving. I don't believe that people fail because they're lazy. I don't even know if people are lazy. But I think they fail because they keep stopping and starting and restarting, and they waste that mental energy negotiating with themselves, inefficiently trying to decide if they should or shouldn't. I didn't start out intense about biking. I just started out consistent. I started going a few days a week and then continued to increase my mileage and my number of days that I was on my bike. But I never stopped. I'd slow in different seasons of life, but I never stopped. I let consistency and momentum fuel me. Continuity beats intensity every single time. If this way feels kinder and more realistic to you, download Decide Once. It's free. The link is in the description below. It's not a system, it's just a shift, but it changes everything.